What's going on, everybody? Anthony Campo here with Battle Ready Business. And today I want to talk to you about turning your organizational chart into a working tool within your business. So sit back, relax, and let's roll the intro. The question is, what does it take to build a Battle Ready business? What does it take to dial in your marketing, sales, fulfillment, and leadership so that you can go to war in the marketplace and win? My name is Anthony Campo, your host and chief coach at Battle Ready Business. This is the Be Battle Ready podcast, Daily Battle Edition. And on a daily basis, we're going to take a deep dive look at what it takes to win in the marketplace. So sit back, relax, and I'll see you on the other side. All right. So one of the big challenges smaller business owners have is they wear a lot of hats. And inside the E-Myth, Mike Gerber's E-Myth, he talks a lot about this. And this is the E-Myth, the small business owner's trap. And, if you look at it, depending on the size of your team, if you're a solopreneur, you're responsible for everything unless you have, a contractor or two that help you out. But the thing is that, let's use the metaphorical analogy that E-Myth used was this baked pie shop, right? And, baked pies, made the dough, handled the customers, cleaned up the place, did the books, all these different things. So you're limited by a few things, by your operational capacity, right? And you can experience this and appreciate this, that your operational capacity is the amount of time you have, the amount of talent, the talent that you have. And if it's for you or the people on your team, the technology, because that can increase your operational capacity or slow your operational capacity down. And the team. So there's 4 T's: team, time, talent, and technology. Okay. So if you could increase your operational capacity by doing this. So I say this because I want you to envision, if you're a solopreneur, you have a small business, and all the departments that you're in charge of, instead of thinking it as just work, the departments. So for the bake shop, right? The owners in charge of the marketing, selling the product, doing customer service, producing the product, and then also the financial component, right? And each of those are departments inside your business. And so there's only so much you could do. So the more that you can offload and bring on help and reinforcements, you can increase your operational capacity. Your operational capacity is directly tied to the amount of the amount of revenue you could produce inside your business. So what's this have to do with the organizational chart? But what it has to do is I want you to picture the departments and you putting your picture in each one of the departments, right? You're the one that is like the COO, the president, keeping the business together. You're the visionary, the CEO, driving the business forward, getting into new, planning for the future. You're the CMO, you're in charge of marketing, you're in charge of sales, you're in charge of fulfillment, and take your picture and put them all in all these positions. All right. And underneath each, I want you to also picture that underneath each one of those, there's work to be done. There's work to be done under your marketing. There's work to be done under your sales, client service, your leadership, and then your financials. Right. So as a solopreneur or small business owner, you need to strategically plan because, you're just starting out, so resources might be tight, and your time, talent, your operational capacity is tight, but maybe you're in a position where you need to be smart with your money and how you grow and scale your business. So eventually you want to have somebody where your picture's not in all those boxes, right? Think of the organizational chart that you have an individual picture inside of these things. And that person's responsible for the success or failure of that department. Right now, you're responsible for everything. So strategically, when we go and plan a 90-day plan, we say, well, what's the number one thing, we're talking about growth and bringing on the team. Who's the number one key person to bring on so that you can increase your operational capacity, so that you can increase the revenue and grow and scale your business? And this, when we look at it now, we get an idea of where you're at now, and then we make a copy of that, right? Or we say, okay, well, we need to bring on X, Y, Z, and that could be part of our mission or our projects coming in up in the next 90 days to onboard somebody, hire, recruit, hire, and train somebody to be in those positions. And, if you look under each one of those departments, there might be, supportive roles underneath that might be that can help scale and help support those departments. So, you strategically need to know, but the thing is, when you bring on somebody responsible for the overall picture of each department, that it opens up a lot more for you as far as operational capacity, because they have more talent than most people that can't own that seat. They have, the time is probably the same or limited depending on how depending on where you're at with that. Technology doesn't come into play. I mean, they might know of technology you don't know about, but they might know how to use technology you don't know about. And now the key thing there is you bring in your team. You start having a team instead of just yourself or people that are just supportive roles inside of that, right? And not leadership roles. So just ask yourself today, who do you need to bring on, and who do you need to bring on in a leadership position that could really help expand your company? And then what is it worth? Right? Like if it's a fulfillment role where they're helping fulfill that client upon that client, then, what is that worth to you? And how much more could you grow if you could go focus on either the leads or sales or something like that? So I'm going to wrap this up now. And where are you at? And what can you do this week to start putting the plans in place to spend 5, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or whatever it might be to brainstorm this next phase of growth? Who's that next key team member? So I look forward to supporting you, and I'll talk to you soon. This concludes another episode of the Be Battle Ready Podcast, Daily Battle Edition. If you're a business owner with 3 to 20 people and you want to build a battle ready business so that you can go to war in the marketplace and win, head over to battlereadybusiness.com/go to get the conversation started. Other than that, I'll see you next time.